Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to take my gravel bicycle out for the very first time. So you're going to get kind of my feelings on gravel riding. So this is the route I took. We're in the Upper Nestucca OHV area in Oregon, which is about an hour outside of Portland. And in addition to kind of sharing my experience with my first gravel ride, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about what I've been doing as far as commuting on the bicycle and a little bit about dirt bike riding, because that's what we should be doing. So I'm up here doing my first gravel ride, and the trails are closed today for motorcycle riding, so I thought I'd take advantage of it and go up, take my new bike out and go for a ride. Finally back on YouTube after about a year being off, and hopefully enjoy the video. So the bicycle that I'm on is a Trek Checkpoint, and I actually ordered it a few months ago. They told me it wouldn't be in until December. It ended up showing up in July, so I was pretty happy about that. I actually purchased the bike as a commuter bike that could do double duty as a gravel bike, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. I'm having fun. And just about every summer, in the middle of the summer, the OHV trails get shut down due to the fire danger. And OHV stands for off-highway vehicles. So this is an area that normally we would be riding dirt bikes in, but it's closed to dirt bikes right now. You can actually still ride dirt bikes as long as you stay on the roads, but you're not allowed on the trails. So I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to come up here with my bicycle and kind of explore a little bit. I know the area very well since I'm up here riding motorcycles all the time, so I wasn't really too worried about getting lost. So I had kind of a planned out route from one staging area to the other staging area. And you can see my loop here. It wasn't a very long ride, took about 2 hours, but gave me a good opportunity to kind of see what it's like to actually ride a gravel bike. And one of the first things I noticed, which I was expecting, is how many hills there are. Of course, you know, we're riding in the Coast Range, so of course there's a lot of hills. The majority of this ride seemed to be in the 12% grade, going up and down, something like that. The steepest that I saw was 20%. I felt pretty nice when it was only 5%. But due to the gearing in the bike, it was actually pretty easy. It didn't bother me at all going up and down the hills. All right, I'm at the halfway point. Made it from Grassy Flats to Elk Flat staging area. And I'm right at the bottom of Yard Sale Hill, which is one of our favorite OHV hill climbs. And so about to get back on the bike. There's a lot of bugs out here. You don't notice that when you're riding motorcycles, but on the bicycle when you stop because you're wearing shorts, they drive you crazy. So anyhow, back on the bike. Here we go. And as I mentioned, I actually purchased this bike as a commuter bike. I wanted a nicer drop bar commuter bike that I could put racks and fenders on, and I thought, you know, it kind of gave me an excuse to get a gravel bike so that I could kind of use it for both. And I've been using it for a couple weeks right now as a commuter, and I love it as a commuter. It's actually making a pretty comfortable commuter bike. I'm having fun. Gravel's quite a bit different than street riding, and I think one of the things I'm enjoying about it is I tend to try to win the commute while I'm on the street, and up here you're just having fun. You know, there's no pressure, so I can just pedal along at a nice lazy pace. I'm really enjoying it. Whew, a lot of bugs though. All right, back at it. And on this ride, I've got 40 millimeter tires set up tubeless, which is what came with the bike. It wasn't tubeless, but I converted it to tubeless. I've found those tires are a little bit too wide to commute on. I end up putting the gator skins, which is kind of my standard commuter tire, and I run the gator skins while I'm commuting, which just makes it a lot easier. So here I have my first tumble on probably any bicycle since I was a kid. That was my first wipeout. Just lost the front end. what I get for trying to film. Well, I guess that was kind of fun. And I'm still commuting to work almost every day on the bicycle, doing it year round. I just love riding the bicycle to work. I wish I would have started years ago. Really helped my fitness quite a bit, and I just enjoy it. It's just a good stress reliever, and I really enjoy commuting on the bicycle to and from work. Still riding dirt bikes. I just haven't been making content for YouTube. With the whole COVID thing and all the other stuff's been going on, it's just not as fun making videos, and Mike hasn't been able to ride with me, and it's just not as much fun making riding videos without Mike. So hopefully at some point I'll get back to posting some dirt biking videos. And I'd also like to get some airplane content up, but I haven't been flying as much either. So anyhow, there's the bike. I really wanted an aluminum bike, but you cannot get aluminum bikes. You can't even put them on order. So I ended up with the carbon one, which isn't bad because, who doesn't want a carbon bicycle? So anyhow, as always, thanks for watching.